man. What a game. What a game. Dallas Cowboys and Philadelphia Eagles. You don't get no better than that. You don't get no better than that. The best and biggest rivalry in football today in the NFC division, hands down. These two teams do not like each other. It's well documented, but I have to tell you, man, shouts out to them Cowboys. That was a hell of a well-fought game. Only complaints people gonna probably say about this game is the officiating for the flags, the amount of flags that was coming out. To me, it was kind of even. I know you're gonna have some Dallas Cowboy fans say they got robbed or whatever. Oh, offensive pass interference that shouldn't have been called. But if you look at it across the board, both of these teams was penalized pretty heavily. And I think on both sides, we could say they were pretty questionable on some calls. But they let them play a lot as well too. So no, man, I don't have no slack on these Cowboys, man. I don't like the Cowboys, but I tell you what, I know when a team is playing their ass off and they can't ready to play that game. Scored that touchdown. Dallas had a little bit of seconds left. Pass interference calls and everything. Marched them up the field, across the 50. They had 30-some seconds left to make a play, get a touchdown in this game. And you want to talk about on pins and needles. I think I had a heart attack twice during this ball game. Twice. So this game could have went either way. I'm not finna jump up here and say, yeah, we beat them Cowboys. Yeah, we the best. No, it wasn't nothing like that. Trust me, it wasn't nothing like that. I'm talking about holding your fist tight, grabbing your chest. Everything was going on in this ball game. I mean, everything. Jalen Hurts, shouts out to him. Battled strong, hard-fought game. The quarterback play in this ball game was immaculate. No doubt about it. It was a few sequences that I thought on defense we needed to make plays. Didn't make enough plays like I wanted to. Nobody turned over the football, unless you want to call the one at the end with CeeDee Lamb on the fourth down play, him trying to ladder it or whatever. He got hit and the ball came out. But it was a pretty fair, clean game for us, no turnovers. I mean, these two teams was out there running reckless. But like I said, on defense, I wanted more turnovers. I wanted an interception. I wanted more pressure on Dak Prescott. He escaped where he throws the ball and then he gets hit. So you got to give shouts out to Dallas offensive line too, because they held when they needed to hold. Just that last drive, when you want the Eagles to wake up, they finally woke up and got back-to-back sacks. That was a big difference. Dallas Cowboys could easily won this game. I know that. Everybody knows it. This wasn't nothing like we beat them and we just a far better team than the Dallas Cowboys. Oh, no. This is a pretty even match. Went down to the stretch. I mean, a two-point conversion here, a flag there, a field goal here. That's how tight this game was. And, man, shots out. And CeeDee Lamb, you got all my respect. You're a hell of a receiver, sir. You don't get the credit you deserve. But every time I watch y'all play, you making first downs, you making touchdowns. Run after the catch, you doing it all. You should have more accolades than what you're getting. Hell of a wide receiver. Can't cover this guy. He's a focal point every Sunday, Monday or Thursday, whenever they play, and they still can't stop him. The defense is designed to stop this guy, and he still finds a way to catch the ball and run. Just like A.J. Brown. They almost like mirror each other a little bit. I don't want to give him he's right there with A.J. Brown, but he's a hell of a receiver. He beat A.J. Brown in this game for his receiving, and probably because he had 16 targets. A.J. Brown only had 9 targets in this game. But CeeDee Lamb, man, he showed out. 11 catches for 191 yards, 17.4 on average. We kept him out the end zone, and I think that was huge. Keeping CeeDee Lamb out of the end zone, that helps your chances. He picked up a whole lot of yards, but he wasn't scoring touchdowns off of them. A.J. Brown, 7 catches, 66 yards, 9.4. A little lower than what he usually gets. He had 9 targets, like I said, but this was a team effort type of game. This wasn't a type of game that you try to force the ball to people. You know, you wanted to have a team balanced game. One guy didn't rush for 100 yards, but as a collective unit, with a couple of scrambles by Jalen Hurts, who was able to loosen the defense up, get in some short yardage situations so we can go into the brotherly shove, what we like to call it. And it came through on a lot of occasions. So hopefully next year they don't take that away. Keep the brotherly shove. The brotherly shove is broadening our opportunities to pick up first downs on any given drive. All we got to do is get in a 3rd and 3, 4th and 2. We're going for it. And Brother Shev's going to get it done. But yeah, man, Dak Prescott, my hat's off to you. I know everybody's hard on you. I'm hard on you a lot of times. But man, that was a gutsy effort. And you played your ass off and you actually wanted to win this ball game. But it could have went either way. Dak was 29 for 44. 374 yards. 8.5 on average. He had 3 touchdown passes and no picks. The big thing on that is the 0 picks. We know he's known for throwing interceptions, like in crunch time when it mattered the most. But you could tell he's a little more fine-tuned than previous years. Dak should know the offense real well now. He's been in the system for a while. He's been with the Cowboys for a while. So eventually he's going to get it. Now, as far as that leads to a Super Bowl deep in the playoffs, still remains to be seen. This is a great balanced ball club. Dallas is a hell of a team. They're a hell of a team. Their record was showing that. So they'll be there to make a stance in the playoffs. So, hey man, what a game. What a game. Jalen Hurts 17 for 23 for 207 yards, 9 on average, 2 touchdown passes. You can almost say that Dak Prescott outplayed Jalen Hurts. You can almost I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it because in reality he really didn't, but he came pretty close. He came close. I mean, he threw for more yards than he did because Dallas going to do that. They don't throw the ball down the field, especially if they ain't got no running game going. 44 attempts to Jalen Hurts' 23 attempts. I mean, that's a big discrepancy for us, yardage to pick up, and he got him on yardage. He got him on a touchdown. He got 1 touchdown more. Not the rating, 130.2 on Jalen Hurts and 115.2 on Dak Prescott. Tony Pollard, 12 carries, 51 yards. DeAndre Swift, 18 carries, 43 yards. The running was kind of almost similar, 109 to 73 for his yards rushing. But man, what a game. That's all I got to say. What a game, man. This is what you wanted right here. Divisional rivals. All you wanted was a hard-fought game. And then let the chips fall where they may. Because both teams had opportunities. Like I say, Cowboys had opportunities to win this game. Eagles had opportunities and they won the game. But what I'm saying is, no matter what was going on in that ball game for us penalty-wise, both teams had an opportunity to change it, not let the penalties affect. They don't say, well, the officiating, we lost this and we lost that. Well, you still had the ball on the 11-yard line with plenty of seconds to go to get in and win this game, and you didn't do it. So you can't blame the officiating. Now, I know a lot of them going to talk about that Devontae Smith touchdown. They're going to say, well, he kind of tapped him off a little bit. I know that was going to be the biggest thing coming in on Monday is that Devontae Smith touchdown. You take that touchdown away, they're going to say, well, we could have won the game. Dallas would have won the game if it went for that touchdown. That was an offensive pass interference. If they would have called it, that was the game right there for the Dallas Cowboys. Well, it was slight. We don't use the word that they're using in sports right now. It was marginal. It was marginal contact. Oh, man. It was marginal contact. That marginal contact is going to get somebody every time. Basketball or football, man. Marginal contact. So, hey, what do you want me to say? What do you want me to say? Now, on the flip side of that, if it was the other way around and that happened to us, oh, yeah, I'd be upset. I'd be highly upset. I'd say, man, we should have got that call. What are they doing? But you move on from that. Game still got to be played. You know what I mean? You still got to hike the ball. The game's not over yet. So don't just hang your head on that and say, oh, we're going to lose the game. Because, no, man, you keep playing the game. And then you kept playing the game, and you see you had it on the 11-yard line. You had an opportunity, but you didn't take advantage of the opportunity. And the defense showed up. We covered the back end. We got pressure. And finally got some sacks in there to end this ball game. Because the way CeeDee Lamb was catching that ball and the way y'all was getting free early, I could have sworn that was going to be a task to stop y'all from getting a touchdown from the 11-yard line. I'm telling the way Dak Prescott been throwing this ball the whole game, I was like, man. Because when they did that pass interference for the 50-yard line, I was like, you got to be kidding me. They got well of enough time to hoist a few pass attempts in the end zone and try to win this ball game. So when y'all got down there to the 11, my heart was in my throat at that time.
Oh, that's not good.
It was in my throat. I ain't gonna lie to you. Palms sweaty. I'm like, you got to be kidding me. We fought this hard. Last touchdown, thought that was the one that was gonna seal the deal. And now we're here. Now we're here. What you gonna do, defense? And what they do all the time when it matters the most, they find a way to come up with a big play to win the game. A sack, a fumble, an interception. This defense just finds a way. Because like I said earlier in the game, I wasn't satisfied. I felt like it was a lot of gaps open. Them catching the ball, CeeDee Lamb catching balls, running with. I'm like, where's the coverage? Where's the double team? Where's the paying attention to detail? This is their best wide receiver. Why is he running loose? And that might just show to his greatness. But why is he running loose? They ran the ball on certain occasions. It seemed like they just wiggled for extra yards. Dak Prescott, if he's not passing it, then he's scrambling a little bit, diving for first downs. So the defense wasn't as tight as I would have liked it throughout this ball game. So I was a little frustrated behind that. But I can't be that greedy because they gave up 23 points to the Dallas Cowboys' high-powered offense. But that's just the way I am. You know, I don't really want to give up anything. You know what I mean? I don't want to give up anything in these ball games. I don't like nothing to be loose coverage. I like intense pressure at all times. Body to body, being right in people's ear hole. That's the type of defense I like. So anything, wiggle room, and they can sneak through and all that, I don't like it. I don't like it. It leads to problems. It leads to problems on a consistent basis. Yeah, but this Dallas Cowboy and Philadelphia Eagle game was for the ages. Did not disappoint one bit. Everybody was waiting on it, and it didn't disappoint. It had everything in this ball game. You couldn't rest at all in this ball game. See, I like games too where you can have a little lead and you can relax a little bit, and you say, well, they got to score a touchdown, kick a field goal to make it a game again. You didn't have that cushion in this ball game. They was neck and neck the whole game. It's like we score a touchdown, they score a touchdown. We gonna score another touchdown, they score a touchdown. If they go up by 3 or 4, then we come down and take the lead with another touchdown. If they go for a 2-point conversion, could have got it by 3, missed it out, stepped out of bounds, arm reach, call it no good, which was big. That was a big point in the game. If that's a 3-point ball game. Dallas kicked that field goal on that drive, and we possibly going to overtime. That's how big that 2-point conversion was. That simple. That's why I say game of inches, man. Either you make the play or you don't. Catch, no catch, fumble, no fumble. You know what I mean? So it's that close. It's that close every time the Eagles play. Very few big blowouts. They have blowouts in their history. I've seen a lot of blowouts in some games, but majority of the time they're going down to the last possession. And it didn't disappoint. So like I say, I'm not here to gloat. I'm not here to brag. I'm here to tip my hat to both of these teams, but especially for the losing Cowboys. You just got to take your hat off to them. They played their ass off in this ball game. No doubt about that. And they played well enough to win it, just like we did. So it could have went either way. A good rivalry. Shots out to them. You know, 5-3. We're going to play them again on the schedule. It's going to be another big game. They're going to feel like they got to have it. But in all, the Dallas Cowboys, this is a bigger game for the Cowboys than it was for us. Obviously in this game, due to tie-breaking position of them trying to lead the division, trying to work for playoff home field advantage, trying to go for a bye week, all of that stuff. That's why it's huge for Philadelphia as well, because we want to stay ahead of this division and have the best record in the league, so we always play our games in our backyard. Everybody knows it's hard to play in Philadelphia. So we can go through this playoffs playing at home. You know, long as we take care of business and not let Patrick Mahomes start running on this streak and we stay sharp and keep winning ball games, we'll have home field advantage. We'll have a bye week. You know, we'll eliminate all tiebreakers. So that's the plan. Set yourself up for the playoffs, going to the Super Bowl the best way you can. Games you're supposed to win, you always have to win them. And I say that all the time. You can't let teams come in that really don't supposed to beat you. And if they don't, then, you know, it's like an even game. You still got to win those. It's been great. Wonderful sports week. Has me with a Kool-Aid smile. See it? But anyway, y'all enjoy yourselves. This G.S.Q.H. Goodymo Sports Quick Hits, and we out of here. Thanks for y'all time. Enjoy y'all slouchy Sunday. Don't let them work you too hard. Get back, enjoy it. Then you get the terrible Tuesday. Then you say, yeah, it's terrible. Well, we got off of that Monday. Then we get the weary Wednesday. Then you say, well, we're at the halfway mark. We almost on Thursday. And then when you get to Thursday, you say it's terrific Thursday because the next day is Friday. And then when you get the big freaky Friday, you say there's super Saturday. I'm out of here. Peace.